So what is this journey for you?
So the journey is just about finding myself, like really finding out who I am. You know, the question, who am I? That's the journey. It's stripping away all the ideas and conditions about who I am or should be. And I don't know that answer truly, you know. I know it intellectually, but I'm not an enlightened being. I'm still bound by my ego and by my mind. So really, from my practice in meditation and also Western psychology I've used a lot in my healing journey, what I've been able to do is just realize again and again who I'm not. Strip away who I am not. I am not just a body. Whereas I certainly learned as a teenage girl and in my early 20s, I was thinking I'm a body, attached to the body. I have a particular body, I have a particular face, I have a particular look, I'm a woman. This is part of my identity. Well, I realized like that's not who I am. So that one has to go off to the side. That's a role I'm playing this time. So I'm not that. I recognized, you know, I think it's just part of coming of age. I'm not just a daughter with obligations to family, with ideas about who she should be. I'm not that. I'm not just a girlfriend, you know, a partner. I'm not a friend. I can play all those roles, but it's not who I am.
You're not your roles.
No. So I'm not any of that. So then what am I? Well, I'd always been good at school. I went to university. Am I an intellectual? Am I an academic? I was seeking an identity there too. Who am I there? But then I realized, oh, I'm not that. That's not who I am. I like to be with people. I like to connect. I wanted to play a role of creating change in the world. Could that be who I am? Well, that's not really who I am either. That's something I can do. That's a choice I can make. But what'll happen is the ego will get attached to that and say, oh, I'm a caregiver. I'm a compassionate person. I'm a spiritual person. And it comes up with all these ideas.
And you don't want your ego to get attached to that, so you get stuck in all those beautiful...
Yeah. Well, I realized I did get attached to all of those. And it's only through becoming attached to, oh, I'm a caregiver, or I'm a great friend, or I'm somebody who really cares, I'm a spiritual person. It's only by realizing through meditation practice that I was attached to each one of those things that could I let it go and realize, oh, I'm not that either. So I don't know. I'm an energy that is creating and changing, that watches my mind and my experiences. But so far I just know a whole bunch of things that I'm not. I mean, and there is times that I know a bit about who I am. There is times where, like I spoke about before, in the flow of creation, in the flow of dance, in the flow of loving, that I just feel, oh, I am this. This is the most authentic me. If I had to attach myself to something. But even that flow of dance and that flow of loving is another experience to witness. Because I can get really attached to that too. But there's a difference for me between I am a lover, like I love people, I love my husband, I love my son, or I am a dancer, I love to dance. I can grab onto that identity and think that's who I am, and then it could make my ego feel good for a little bit. It could counter some of the lack of worthiness in the ego. But it doesn't really last. Even though I love to do those things and experience those things, it's not like who I am. The only thing I really know is that I'm a witness of all of these things back and forth.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Can I give you a very difficult invitation?
Okay.
You can tell me if that works for you.
Sure.
So, because this question is so important, right? Who am I, right?
Yeah.
You find out a lot of the thing that you are not, you don't want to get attached to.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say if I invite you to close your eyes and to put your ego away, okay? And I want to invite you to stay with the essence of what you are and just speak from that place without attaching, how do you say that, without getting attached with what you're going to say. This is comes and goes, and you are speaking from your essence, and you're also witnessing. And when we finish, this will be gone. Does it sound all right for you? Okay. So whenever you're ready, from your essence, what you are, who you are, or what you can be.
Nothing. I am nobody. I'm just space. Silence. Everything. I'm everything and nothing. I'm everybody and nobody. There is no me.